This is Prabhaharan. I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology in St. Martin Engineering College. Today I am going to share about IP address and DNS. What is IP address? It is a unique numerical address. Like if a student has been joined in department, compulsorily the student should have an appointment order, that is roll number. If another one student will come and join, means compulsorily he also should have another one roll number. Likewise, IP address is unique numerical address. Whenever we are in the online, at that time a unique numerical number will be allotted for our device. That device, it may be a desktop or laptop or mobile or any device that is connected to the internet. All the devices connected to the internet should have a unique numerical number. That number is called IP address. Like previously I told, like any student, compulsory a student have a particular roll number. That roll number should be allotted for that particular person. Like IP address, types and a classification. Basically, in IP address should be classified by IPv4 and IPv6 versions. There are 6 major things are there. Number 1, version. Number 2, range. Number 3, structure. Number 4, subnet. Number 5, class. One by one we can see. Okay. What is IP address? A unique identifier for devices in a network. Next, acts as a virtual address for communication. For what purpose we are using this? Means it should be used for communication purpose. Okay. Next, basically, as I told earlier, the IP address should be allotted for unique numerical address. Here IP address, it's a unique numerical address. This is important. Unique numerical address. We know it very well about unique. So unique means something special. Okay. There are 6 major things are there. According to these 6 major things, we can define a IP address. Number 1, version. Number 1, version. Number 2, structure. How it should be allotted? Structure. Number 2, structure. Number 3, range. Number 3, range. Number 4, size. What is the capacity? What is the size of the IP? Number 5, subnet. Number 6, class. What are all the class available? Okay. Class. Now, what about version? These are all the 6 major things. According to these 6 major things, the IP address will be generated for our device. The device that is connected to the internet, compulsorily it should have a particular number. That number is called IP. Okay. One by one we can see about version. First one is version. First one is version. In version IPv4, currently we are all using IPv4. Another one is IPv6. These two are the versions. Okay. Now we can see about these versions. Range, size. First one version has been completed. Now we are going to talk about structure, how it should be. Structure, how the numerical address will be there. Like for example, I am writing this 192.168.29.5. Okay, anything. Likewise, the IP address should be there. First octet, second octet, third octet, fourth octet. In between octets, compulsorily the number should have dot. This is important. Compulsorily this dot should be there. Like that, we can get the IP address. Okay. This is class C. Class C type of IP address. Once if I will come to class, then it will be understandable. Okay, this is type C class IP address. Let me explain one by one. Okay, like that structure should be like this. Each one will be called as octet. First octet, second octet, third, fourth. So 4 parts are there. 4 parts. In between octets, dot should be there. Okay, that's all about structure. Like if a student, what I have told, if a student have roll number, if a student has joined in a college, compulsorily he should have roll number. For example, 24 555. $500 24 555. The student has joined in the class 5th position. This is 5th position. So this is student's roll number. 24K. So 24th year, I mean this year he has joined. That is why this represents as year. This is college code. This is 500 for college code. This is for year. In the 24th year 2024 he has been joined. That is why the number has been allotted for him. Next, this is for in IT, or for example the student has been joined in IT. This is for IT. 5th position. So this is for appointment order. I mean roll number. Again, another one student. If another one student will join, means compulsorily he or she also should have roll number like this. The only thing, for example 24 500 50, next 6th position, so 6. So look at the number here, both same. College, this is for year, this is for college code, this is for department code, this is for position, 6th position. Like that. If the both student will have laptop, now we can give the laptop for both student. Compulsorily their laptop, I mean their device should have a unique identification number, unique numerical number. That number is called IP address, Internet Protocol Address. Whenever our device has been joined in internet, at that time a unique number will be generated for our device. That unique number is called IP address. Like when, okay, now I will give this example. Okay, this is structure, IP address structure. That's all about IP address structure. Next one, range. Third one, what? Range. Okay, we are going to talk about range. Range. As I told you earlier, these are all one acted. Acted 1. This is acted 1, acted 2, acted 3, acted 4. Compulsorily 4 acted should be there. In the first acted, this range should not be exceed. It should be, the range should be, first acted's range should be 0 to 255. This is the range. Compulsorily in between these 0 to 255, only the number, the unique identification number, that is IP address, first acted range should be 0 to 255. Okay, this is the range. Next, fourth one, I will erase this. Fourth one, first one is version, structure, range, size. Size. Okay. Second one is, fourth one what? Size. 32 bit. This size is 32 bit. Now, where is this 32 bit? Where it comes from? Actually, where it comes from? How we can call it as 32 bit? So, 32 number, 32, either 0 or 1. Already we know our human beings always favorable for base 10. Base 10. But we know base 10, that is why this is understandable for us. Likewise, in system, in computer or laptop or mobile system, device, always favorable for number oriented. I mean base 2 system. Base 2, you know it, either 0 or 1. Okay, let me explain in briefly that. Size 32 bit. I will show where it comes from. Now I will show. Okay, 32 bit. Size 32. I will write. For example, I am writing this. I am erasing this erase entirely. Right. Look at. This is the number 192.168.25. 25.5. Any number. Okay. This is the IP address. As I told you earlier, this is type C class IP address. Okay. Now, if we would like to find how we can convert this base 10 to base 2, like for 8 digit, we can write 1, 2, 2 to the power 2, 4, 8, multiples of 2. Okay, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. Okay, 8 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers we have given here. Now, look at the IP address 192. What is the formation of, what is the numbers will be formed to, for getting 192? What are all the numbers we need to add here? This is 192. What are all the numbers we need to combine, we need to add for getting 192? 128. 128 plus 64. 198 plus 64, 192. So that is why whatever the number we are adding, for it we can give the number 1. What are all the combination? 128. we can give 1. Let me take another one. Okay. Here we can put 1. 64, 1. Remaining all 0. Remaining all we can put 0. Now we have got the binary number for this 192. Next 168. What are the combination? What are the number we need to add for getting 168? Look at here. 128 plus 32. How much? 128 plus 32. 160. Next 8. Remaining all we can put 0. Now same we can convert 25. For what are the numbers we need to add for getting 25? So 16, 8, 16 plus 8, 24, 1. Remaining all we can put 0. So now like 1, you know it, 1. Now see here. You see here 32 size. This is from starting from here to here. The same, look at here. This is the base 2 form, system understandable form. Okay, size. That is why IPv4's size is 32 bit. That's why we are calling it as 32 bits. These are all bits. Bit means we know it. Either it may be a 0 or 1. Okay. Each one called 1 bit. So 32 bits are there. Okay. Now we are going to talk about subnet. I will show. Before that, I would like to show something. Okay. Now we are going to talk about subnet. Before moving into subnet, I would like to show one thing. Right. These are classifications. Already I told. It enables data exchange across networks. As I told, look at here. This is 32 bit. IPv4 32, IPv6 128 bit. Okay. Now, these are all the classifications. Private IP like public, dynamic, static, IPv4 addresses, IPv6 addresses. These IPv4 address just before I have told. Remaining loopback IP address. We know, as I told you earlier, from 0 to 255. Okay, this is the first acted. This first acted, the number 127 that is particularly allotted for loopback address. We cannot allot this IP address for any device. We cannot allot this. Likewise, 0 and 255. Both we cannot allot. Number 0, 127 and 255. We cannot get number 0 and 255 we cannot allot, but this 127 particularly this will be allotted for loopback address. Okay. Next. These are all the private, next public and private IP addresses are there. Now I will come back that. I will come back to note subnet. Okay. Subnet. What about subnet? This is number 5, subnet. Okay. What is subnet? We can call it as a subnet or subnet mask. We can call it subnet or subnet mask. Right. For example, I have, as I written earlier, 192.168.1.1
25.1. Okay, before that I would like to show the video. Look at here. This is public versus private IP address. As I told you earlier, look at here. This is the separation of dot. The number should be separated by the dots. 4 octets, each one called 1 octet. This is 1 octet. This is 1 octet. This is 1. This is 1. Totally 4 octets are there in IPv4 address. Okay, 2 different types. As this I told you earlier, IPv4 and IPv6. This is in IPv4 public and private. Internet service provider, ISP. Who is this? This is the fellow who is providing internet to us. That person is called ISP. As I told you earlier, whenever we are in the online, at that time, this is internet. Whenever we are in the online, at that time, a unique numeric address will be generated for our device by ISP. ISP means Internet Service Provider. Okay, they will generate one IP address. Okay, when IP address were first created, these are all engines. It did not realize how big the internet would become. We know that even it may be a server or laptop or mobile. Nowadays we are all using more Android mobiles. We can get IP address. Without IP address, not at all possible. We cannot find, okay, like our address. Look at here. Okay, let me come to the note. So I would like to show, I wanted to show that these are all internet. Look at the address. Okay. So these are all only used for home, business, etc. Okay. Let me come to notes. I would like to conclude. Right. What I told? Subnet. This is type C class IP address. Class C. Let me come next. For example, if some particular parts will be allotted for this network. This is for host. So, wherever we are allotting network, that network part we can allot 255. 255 for this octet, second 255, 0. For network, we can allot 1. For host, we can allot 0. Okay, for network we can allot 1, for host we can allot 0. That is why we got this subnet mask. Either we can call it as a subnet or subnet mask. Okay, next. Right, next subnet mask. Sixth one is class. This is important. Class A, B, C, D, E. There are 5 classes are there. Class A IP address. We are going to talk about first class A IP address. Class A IP address starting from 0. This class A's IP address, for example, here I am writing 192.168.10 or 25, anything 25.1. Okay, this is IP address. The first acted range should be from 0 to 126. Compulsorily if your IP address number within this 0 to 126 for Acted 1, that address should be class A type address. We can tell that this is class A IP address. Okay, this is the range. The range should not exceed 126. Next, class B IP address. Class B IP address. That range 128 to 191. Now we need to ask, where is 127? Where it has gone? That 127, as I told earlier, this 127 is specially allotted for loopback address. Loopback. Specially allotted for loopback. That's why this 127 is not there. Next, class C. In class C IP address range for first acted between 192 to 223. Now look at 192. That's why I told this is type C, type class C IP address. Look at here. This is next class D. This range should not be exceed 224 to 239. Next, class E. This IP address range 240 to 254. Okay. These are all the classes. That class first acted should not exceed. Okay. Now I would like to share one thing about DNS. As I told earlier, DNS. What is DNS? Domain name system. We are all searching websites. We know if we would like to open Google's Chrome's first page, otherwise Gmail's home page, if you would like to open, we can type this is browser. For example, this is browser. What we need to do? What we have to do? We can write http www.gmail.com. Gmail.com. Now, if we know the IP address of Gmail, not only Gmail, YouTube, Google, each and everything has IP address. If we know the IP address of Gmail, directly we can write here. For example, I am writing 194, 168, 29, 10. For example, this is the IP address of Gmail. We no need to write this. Directly we can write. Next immediate second we can get the home page of Gmail. How it will be happened? That is here. This is a browser. Once if you type here, suddenly the browser will ask with our OS. OS, we all know, operating system or system software. The browser will ask. One idiot asked me www.gmail.com. I don't know. Just give me whatever the system software, I mean OS operating system we are having in laptop or desktop. Immediately it will ask with the OS. I don't know about that. Please give me the answer. Suddenly the OS, it also doesn't know. Suddenly it will ask with there is a special person is there for solving all these activities. That person is called DNS resolver. Okay. I don't know. www.gmail.com. Okay. This is the topic we have discussed today. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for the watching. Okay. Thank you. Once again, I am telling thank you.